Hey, thank you so much for checking out this video. Appreciate your support. Thanks for checking in. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Shout out 19. 19 is all of you. It's my shorthand to say thank you for supporting the channel. There's a story behind it. I'll maybe talk about that for another day. I see that in the comments a lot again lately. But anyway, let's move on. We're going to talk a little bit unrivaled basketball. Now, before you click away, please don't. This isn't about, oh, this is boring or this is terrible. This is things got a little spicy, shall we say, and I'm here for it. I am okay with that part of basketball. I am not a fan of dirty play with the intent to injure. I am okay with a little trash talk, with a little nudge here and there. And they got into it, and it was actually good to see. When you can combine that with good basketball, that's the issue. That's the ultimate issue. But when you have good basketball and you add that competitiveness, that spiciness, that edge of players that really want to win, I am here for that. So we're going to check out some of the plays I want you to see. It was kind of interesting. And of course, Angel Reese is involved both for the good and bad of it all. And here I think is something that probably led to what we're going to see at the end. And I will play this one time through. It's only about 5 seconds. And then I'll also play it in slow motion so you can get a good look at it and check out what Angel Reese does on this play at the end after she makes this bucket. Yeah, and she's flexed like here's the issue. I'm going to run it back. Two issues here, the negative is a lot of people say because it's Angel Reese, not really sure that getting that fired up because you actually made a layup is the way to go. But then a lot of people had problems with, as I think you saw in the header of this post, is that her being a dirty player. Because if you watch this in slow motion, there's a little extra here. I think with the physicality, I think there's a little extra with Angel Reese's right arm kind of adding to this. Right here, look at that, the leverage. Yeah, you see that arm come out. We'll go through that one more time. You see that arm come out to uh to help finish her off, shall we say, and slam her to the ground. And she's getting all fired up because she made a layup. So probably not the best thing. However, I enjoy the response because, to be fair, and look, here's one in the opposite way. You may remember this from earlier in the season, and I will defend Angel Reese here. And this is kind of the stuff that happens when you get trash talk. Like, I don't know if there was something Angel said earlier in the game that got Alyssa Thomas, although Alyssa Thomas to me is a dirty player in and of herself. But y'all remember this? Bam. Yeah. So we're getting a little bit of that. And look, I am not like that to me, 100% to me, Alyssa Thomas gets thrown out. Now, it looked worse than it is because Angel Reese was up in the air. Anyone who's ever played, it's just like a soccer player going for a header or something like that. Basketball player going up for a rebound. If you're behind him and you just give him the slightest nudge in the lower back, it completely throws them off, right? So it looked worse, I think worse than it was, but it was definitely to me, you toss Alyssa Thomas for that. And so, a little bit of give and take, a little bit of give and take on that. And then we have, and this is just for fun, but I also want to make a point about this as well. There it is. Um, we were taught not to do this when we were like just starting basketball. Watch, this is fun. Boom. Yeah, yeah, you know what? You cannot, believe it or not, you cannot throw the ball off of the back of the backboard. Ah, I gotta laugh. But what I was gonna say, when you take the ball out after a made basket, we learned this is like one of those day one or week one things you learn as a kid. You go to either side. You never throw the ball in from under the basket. That is not a high basketball IQ play, especially if you're throwing it wrong, like long. Like, I mean, I kind of get it to save time if it's only you and the player you're giving it to, and you're just kind of handing it off to them or tossing the ball, a foot or two away to a player, but you're throwing the ball long like you're a quarterback. What are you doing? I'm just saying, what are you doing? What are you doing? And then we got one more I'm going to show from a couple of angles though, but for a few reasons. First, I'm gonna let this play through. It's only about I'm gonna let it play through about 15 seconds, and then we're gonna go over a couple of different things on this one. So we've got this is for the final bucket, right? If Lunar Owls score here, they win, and there it is, right? Easy bucket right there. All right, let's back it up because I want to show you something else. I am gonna if we roll this through, you can see Angel Reese in the paint. Now I'm looking at the players who are out here, and you can't see the third one, sort of, I guess, behind Angel Reese, probably out around the free throw line, right? This is Lunar Owls just needs a bucket to win. I get Angel Reese is kind of like supporting the ball, wants to be close enough to the other player to close down on her to make a three tough or even a jumper inside there tough because again, a bucket wins. But watch this, watch her stance, watch her body language. First, right? Like, I have no, she gave up. To me, she's a player that has given up or that just simply doesn't know where to be. You can see the player coming in as a guard. And what I don't understand is the one big body out here for the Lunar Owls is Napheesa Collier. Angel Reese, I keep hearing this great defensive player, and this could be a coach thing, okay? So don't make this about oh I'm going after Angel. Why is Angel Reese not on Napheesa Collier when all they need is a bucket and you've got two guards out there and Napheesa and Angel's guarding a guard? That again may very well be coached, but what is Angel's again? As I look, she's standing straight up. Look at her hands. She is not in a defensive position in any way, shape, or form. She's not in athletic stance. If she does have to close out, she's never going to get there in time because she can't have an explosive first step from what you're seeing in this position. I mean, look at her. She's just sort of standing there, hands down, almost clasped together. And then she gives up on the effort to try and get a hand in the face of Napheesa Collier, which is absolutely wild. So I don't like that body language from Angel Reese there. I think that was a I've given up sort of play, which I hate to see from any player. Now, let's go through the rest of this because you're going to watch Napheesa Collier. Think back to what we saw earlier in the game with that slam to the floor. And again, there may have been some other stuff we didn't catch, but check out Napheesa Collier. Yeah, she says, "Yep, words." I want to show that from another angle because I want to know what you all think about this. I cannot tell, but clearly something was going on because this is 100% toward Angel Reese, in case any of you were wondering. Yeah, right. Oh, I'm gonna go back like to my parents' time or even before. It's like can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen type of thing. But yeah, so things got a little spicy in this game. That may very well just go back to that play by Angel Reese. But this right here, just so we're clear, I am okay with this. I have no problem players trash talking. But it to me, it's kind of how you do it. I think the absolute best trash talking probably is, and the way it's handled is the stuff we don't even know is happening unless players are mic'd up and they dare to give it to us. You can probably go find, old clips of Kobe and people, Kobe and AI. I know there's a clip of that when they're actually walking out, I think for the jump and they're casually walking next to each other. For all anybody knows, they're just talking, but they were not just talking, right? So trash talking can be an entertaining part of the game. So don't, and I say that no matter who it is. Dirty play, I don't like, how it's conducted. It's the same thing with the officials, right? Making it clear to an official you didn't like a call, leaving it at that, and doing it verbally without, cursing them out is absolutely fine. Doing a whole lot of body motion and, dismissing them by waving your hand at them as you walk away and stuff like that, where you signal to everyone watching that you did not like that call, that's probably going to get you a T. And a lot of refs handle it that way. Now there are bad ones too, but anyway, I just wanted to play all that. I thought it was really interesting. I'm good with that kind of stuff. I personally have no problem with it, no matter who it's from. I'm curious what y'all think about it. Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will talk to you later.